Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Now, I thought this morning I'm going to be able to get right into this, and get the last bulkhead glued in place. No, I forgot a little piece, as I mentioned yesterday, at the end of yesterday's episode. Yeah, I thought I had all the pieces on. I don't know how I missed this. It's not like it's really tiny or anything, and it was laying right here beside me. So I guess what we're going to have to do here is just take our part and turn everything over, and very carefully now, very carefully. And it should hold together pretty good. And this piece goes right there. It's got the ends are very similar, but there's just a slight difference, and so I want to make sure I don't get the wrong one in the wrong slot. And this piece, as I mentioned, is going to help to hide the LED wires and stuff like that. So that's good. In fact, I can envision when this piece is on, you're not even going to be able to see the tops of the LEDs. Maybe I don't need to, worry too much about trying to camouflage them. Okay, what do we got here? We had a bit of a sunrise this morning. Nothing special, but at least we got a little bit of color, and it was better than what we've had the last few mornings. The walkers came by at 7:23 this morning, so maybe I'll just put all that at the end of today's episode, if it works out. So, sometimes when I'm doing this, like right now, it's 9 o'clock roughly. Sometimes I'm at the table earlier, and the day just flies by. And it gets to the end of the day, and I'm thinking, I just don't feel like messing around with the sunrise anymore. And so it doesn't go on. No, it would if it was spectacular. I'd make the effort, but anyway, let's get going here. We'll get our camera down on the model table and recompose. We're ready for Missy the dog. She should be by pretty soon. Although she was late yesterday, wasn't she? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Okay, now there is actually just a very subtle difference between the tongue on this end and the tongue on this end. But the big one is supposed to go down here. And I did do a dry fit here a few minutes ago, and I was noticing that it doesn't seem to want to go in too good. It's almost as though this bulkhead is too much this way. And I think we can get it in all right. Let's just moisten everything so that there's going to be a little bit more give going on. Just give that lots of time to get enlarged, you might say, chemically. Okay, that should be enough. We won't put on the macro lens, and that way you can see the entire height of this thing. Sometimes less is more. Okay. Yeah, see if I can turn it so you can see what's going on. It's holding it so that it's pushing it away. Now I suppose what I could do is just want to make sure it's going to be right. I could maybe just fasten it somehow like that, and then just let it. Or maybe what I could do is tack it. I don't want to glue this seam all the way along. Because what if when I'm trying to fit the other bulkhead on, this tab and this tab don't line up? You know what I mean? So that'll make everything sort of free, and that way we should be able to get everything wiggled in place. It's going to be kind of like placing the shafts and the plates when you in a clock movement, when you take it all apart and thoroughly clean it, and you got them probably about 17 different little gears and everything, and then you have to try and get them all in the holes at the same time. It doesn't always work out too good. Okay, I think there's nothing much else I can do here, except maybe, like I say, just sort of fasten this over. Come on in, Missy.
Morning, Uncle Ron.
Good morning, Max.
You should be half full. Someone threw a clean at the car window, I guess. She got it before I could get to her.
A Kleenex.
Yeah. She eats them.
She eats Kleenexes. Okay.
Got that nice green flavor, I guess. I don't know.
Missy, you're eating Kleenex now. Okay.
So how was the steak yesterday?
It was good. Yeah, it turned out all right. It had a little bit of what I would call a liver texture, you know, like the texture of liver.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, but the taste wasn't liver. Yeah, but it turned out good. And I'm happy with my new frying pan.
Oh, good. I scorched the frying pan we were using, so...
Too hot?
Rainey made me, I ordered another cast iron.
Oh, okay.
The old-fashioned one. I'll use it for steak. I'll put it on single high today instead of double high when I cook. Maybe this afternoon.
Am I going fast enough for you, Missy? Am I going fast enough? That tail was just going like crazy here.
She's trying to speed you up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're quite the pooch.
We're off to the Y today. We're going to do her ears now, and Rainey will grab her shower and go ahead for the Y. Yeah, there's nothing like a little venison on top of the Kleenex. Well,
Are you ready to go?
I think so.
All right.
Schedule today.
Okay.
Missy house.
Okay.
See you later. Thank you.
You betcha. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. I leaned these cutters up against this probably, half an hour ago. And I think we got enough that we can maneuver things around if we have to. This connection down here, it's not going to be completely dry. It's going to be a little soft, but I think we're probably safe to start working with this thing now. So let's just upend it and get it on top of the other bulkhead and recompose a little bit here. And yeah, is this going to be the day when I can say, well, we've finally finished step 45? And I hope so. Yeah, I think we did pretty good here so far. Okay, it is just a coincidence here that it is 12 noon. I didn't time it this way, it just happened. I don't know, maybe I should be using some fresh tape here. I've reused this several times. Just want to keep this from sliding around. All right, now okay, so this is the top. And this tongue goes into that slot. Now we've got to try and get everything to all line up here. All right. Now, I guess we should try and bring the major pieces in line first. Oh, a piece of tape here, that's not going to work out. It's funny I didn't see that. I can't have this tape on here anywhere. Well, maybe one is going to be good enough. Okay. I may have to do this off camera here. Okay, we got that one in the right place. We got this one in the right place. Now we've got this one in the right place. I'm putting a fair amount of pressure. Now you can see here that flat. Can you see that? Oh, maybe not. Maybe I should get my spotlight down here. Okay, it's got to go into that slot there eventually. Yeah, I think we're going to have to dry fit everything here. Now, the motor is supposed to go, there's another hole on the other side there where the crankshaft for the motor has to go through. It's about 2 millimeters off. See, maybe if I could. That is going to be okay. It's in place now, but some of the others popped out of place. But we're slowly. Did it come out again? It came out again. Let's see if I can. I wonder if I should be taking and putting the weight on the top there to hold this down, because it's okay. You can see what I'm trying to do here. I'm going to turn the camera off and work on this offline, because it's just too frustrating for the viewer to have to watch this. This could take quite a while. On the other hand, it might just fall into place. Not too likely, right? Okay, if you look way down here in the dark, you can see that the engine crankshaft is now through the hole. There was a tongue right here by the fire extinguisher on the deck. It had to be in a slot. There's a positioning tongue right here, and it's in the slot. On the end of this piece, there was a tongue, if you remember, and it's in the slot. Oh, by the way, nothing is glued. Okay. Now on the other side here, it's kind of hard to see, but the that tongue is in place. Now this didn't have a tongue on it, but at least it's in where it's supposed to go. There was a tongue here, and I think there was one somewhere about here. I just can't see it. Oh, up here. That's where it was. Okay. And then there was this one. So as near as I can tell, all the heavy duty ones are in place. And these little spindly pieces, we'll worry about them after, because they can be, made to buckle, and then get them in their appropriate little holes. Well, this one here almost was until I poked it out, but we'll worry about that later. So needless to say, I'm not going to take it all apart again so that I can put glue down the slots. I'm just going to let the glue sort of, you might say, wick its way in place. Maybe I'll use the hypodermic needle here and just and that way I won't be getting it all smeared all over the place. Let's just try it here very, very gently. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I should put the macro lens on. Yeah, I'll put the macro lens on, and then I'll reload my hypodermic needle here, and we'll get all these connections. Well, there are about 7, 8 of them. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to video every single one of these. This is the one that I did before, and I'm realizing that I probably got a little bit too much on, because it did seem to run itself out. Okay, now I know there's a lot in there, but I'm counting on the melding, the plastic will meld. Okay, I don't think we need to put any more on that. This is the other side of where we just did. And I can't quite reach in there from the angle I'm at here, so I might have to do that one that's in the extreme right off camera. Or maybe not. There's quite a bit of glue there, isn't there? Okay, that's gonna, when that melts together, it's gonna be really good. Okay, let's move on to the right. Okay, now this one, there's no peg on the bottom there. But it might be touching. Oops. I didn't want it to go up here, but it doesn't matter. This is the back side of it. Okay. And I don't think I need to do the other side of this spot right here. Now I can see there the glue has wicked its way along there, but I'm just going to put some more. Yeah. Oops. Oh well, we won't be seeing that anyway. Now I know that it looks like this tongue isn't all the way down, but it just won't go any further down. It's almost like this piece is too short. I might have to recompose a bit. This is pretty much flooded, and this just won't go down. It just won't go down anymore. It's about as down as it can get. Okay, it'll be all right. Okay, now this piece of decking here, where it comes up against the bulkhead, we've got two different colors going on there, and I'm afraid that if I apply the glue right there, it's going to bleed. So what I'm going to try and do here is do it from the back. I've got to turn everything so carefully here so I don't knock that weight off. Okay, yeah, if I get the angle just right, you can see in there that if I get some glue wicking its way along. There. You can sort of see that it's kind of bleeding there a little bit, but I think it's going to be all right once it dries. I mean, we're looking at this with a macro lens. I mean, no one can see it this close anyway. But I guess that's not the point, right? We are still not done step 45. Is it never going to end? Well, I think it's almost at the point of ending. Now, just on the inside here, we've got these three little pieces, these three spindly little pieces that I want to be careful not to break here by trying to poke at them for you. We're going to have to do those tomorrow, after all this glue and everything hardens. Yeah, we made progress today, not as much as I'd wanted, but we did pretty good. It's clouding over right now. It almost looks like it's going to rain. I was kind of hoping to get out for a ride yet today. I'm going to call it quits for today, though. And I guess you can hear the music coming. I did do the sunrise, by the way. And nothing special. It's kind of long. But, hey. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.